Hey guys, they've changed Boomerang. So, first off, yes, I'm back. Sorry for the long delay. But I want to talk about this in a little bit of depth here. Boomerang is changing in the fact that in this schedule, if you check this week, Teen Titans Go is not on the channel. Amazing World of Gumball is not on the channel. The only currently new series that's on is Powerpuff Girls, and I believe we have My Night and Me. Other than that, you just have Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, and a couple other forgettable cartoons like Grizzly and the Lemmings, and that sort of thing. It's not focusing on new cartoons anymore. And so we're in this really interesting spot, because here's the thing. In my Boomerang What Happened video that a lot of you commented on, and I'm thankful for that, a lot of you said, we want the old Boomerang back. The problem with old Boomerang was, when they had the retro content, the ratings were sliding. People were not watching that. So even if they brought that stuff back, it would not help. So this is a half measure right here. What we're seeing is a couple of cartoons, and this is nowhere close to the amount of retro content they had before the 2014 rebrand. You know, they had a lot more throwbacks, a lot more Flintstones and countless others. This is just probably the bare minimum of throwback content. So, like Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, that's the bare minimum. That's like, if you remember Cartoon Network and the late 2000s, weekdays in the middle of the day. That's pretty much what we're getting here, all day, non-stop. Additionally, you know, we lost all of the 90s cartoons. All the 90s cartoons are completely gone. Now, this follows up with the fact that, as I said in another video, the streaming service will probably kill off the channel. And this is pretty clearly what's likely happening here. We're seeing this channel slowly sliding out of irrelevance. They're getting rid of all the key things, and they're forcing you to use the app. I didn't think that there would be a way in which they'd keep the channel and this app alive at the same time. And this is what's happening. We are shifting, and this channel is shifting for the worse. This is not a move to make the channel better. This isn't a move to change the channel in some way that users are talking about. This is just a way to slash everything that people want and force you to get it on a $5 subscription box or subscription service. And I think that it's ridiculous, you know? I think it just annoys me that this is, again, Christina Miller, and I'm going to make a video later this week talking about, you know, I'll give you guys the title, The Downfall of Cartoon Network. I will make a video about that, and the fact that Christina Miller seems to not really understand what cartoons she has in her arsenal. She has some of the greatest cartoons that you could possibly find, yet she is pushing them back and pushing them into these categories that really are, unless you have $5, and in the cable world, just they're exiting this cable potential here, whether it's Cartoon Network schedule or it's Boomerang now going into this direction. But again, this channel is definitely nowhere close to surviving for a long period of time. We're in this status now where, you know, Boomerang doesn't need to be around as the streaming service is here. But I thought that they would at least acknowledge that the TV channel can last if you utilize the 90s content, if you utilize other cartoons. But these cartoons are not here to bring you ratings. They do not bring ratings. These are the cartoons that no one cares about. No one's going to go onto Boomerang and say, I really need to see this or that, or I'm interested in this. There's no shows that are to pull in any audience. So it's very disappointing, and I don't know why I'm trying to defend Boomerang when I've said time and time again that they don't seem to care about it. But I love Boomerang. You know, this is a channel that I grew up with, and I've said that in many videos before. This is a channel that I love, and they are mishandling this so badly. They're doing such a horrible job, and I get the streaming service potential there, and I get the fact that they're moving everything over to this section of streaming, but to completely ignore the TV channel is insane. To have a TV channel do this, not to just turn it off. Like, I'm really surprised they're not just shutting it off. here's what I hate to see. I hate to see a channel dying when they could just turn it off. They could easily end this channel and then just use Boomerang streaming service. I hate that they're now going in this direction of, let's just act like this channel's still relevant, but we're going to put crap on it. Because again, like I've said, there's no content on this channel that is interesting, if that's the best way I can put it. There's nothing in here that is going to say, here's a 5-star show. And like I said I think 2 weeks ago, regular show could fit on this channel, or could have fit in this channel 3 weeks ago when, Boomerang was focusing on content that was new. They had Teen Titans Go for some reason. They had all these, I don't get what Christina Miller is doing. I don't get what her management of Boomerang and Cartoon Network are just so weird, and I'll talk about this in a later video, but this is it was going to happen. I don't know why. Every time I know that something's going to happen, but when it reaches that point, I never can really accept it. But it sucks to see that Boomerang is in the status. It's almost like Fairly Odd Parents, as we talked about a couple months ago, in a state of piss poor quality when they used to do really great stuff. And so that's where we are. It sucks that Turner thinks that this is okay, that they can serve a generation with crap like this. And the fact that they missed that all the 90s content is completely stripped out. The fact that they didn't even try to bring the 90s content to the 2000s content, the stuff that could actually save this channel, is completely out. Those are my thoughts, guys. What about you? Tell me in the comments. I'm back. Sorry for the hesitation. Stay tuned for more.
It's 1968 on Boomerang from Cartoon Network.